Greetings and gentlemen everyone, Zeratone here. The gunfire you hear in this video right now is actually not from the Black Ops 2 gameplay. It's because I said the Metroid mangas are canon in a YouTube video. Yep, crazy I know, but no one's really surprised by this if you know about the Metroid Civil War, which is what I call it. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, this is an image of the canon Metroid timeline. However, there are groups of people who believe that this is the canon Metroid timeline. Or this. Or, God forbid, this. This is something that is a very big point of contention in the Metroid community. And it really shouldn't be, because arguing about it is very stupid. I don't think I need to explain why it's stupid. There's more than enough evidence to prove that this is the canon timeline here. It's not really up for contest, but people just will try and use their headcanon, and use very shaky evidence to decanonize it. But we're going to be focusing on one of those people today, and oh boy, this is an entertaining one. So first of all, the 2D purists change their mind on what's canon more than Twitter people change their political stance. It's crazy, like it's that bad. And second, whenever you hear a 2D purist argue that something's not canon, it will always contradict the argument of another 2D purist saying something else is not canon. They always contradict each other. It is actually so funny. It's so funny that these people will bring up no points, like bring up little evidence. They can do like a 32-page essay on why something's not canon and literally say nothing of substance. It is crazy, the mental gymnastics that these people are performing. And honestly, you know how Samus has to control her power suit with her mind? You know the mental power required for that? Honestly, got nothing compared to 2D purists explaining how stuff isn't canon. But let's get into this, okay? So, this guy in my comment section, he says that the mangas are canon. I say, you're wrong, because he is. And then I say, there's inarguable evidence that it is canon. And then he says the evidence isn't inarguable, there's evidence on both sides. Most 2D purists do not admit that, so I was like, okay, damn. This guy's actually, like, pretty reasonable for a 2D purist. So I guess we'll have a nice debate back and forth, and not an argument. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Boy, oh boy, was I wrong. Strap on your seatbelts, everyone. Okay, so let's just skip straight into the meat of this dish. Okay, so skipping past some of the argument gets to this point where he says, "Nope, we have a full 32-page document." Like as if that means anything. Hold on, guys. Let me just quickly decanonize Super Metroid. I'm just gonna quickly, you know, make a 74-page document. Okay, the document's done. Yeah, so as you can see, Super Metroid probably isn't canon, to be fair. Like, I'll give them, the 2D purists, this. There's no way Super Metroid would be canon. Just look at all this evidence. 74 pages worth of it. And ironically, this still provides more substance than the average 2D purist's arguments. Okay, so a good friend of mine and a YouTuber, the Lorator, it's a great Metroid YouTuber. Please go watch and subscribe to him. He said we have the creator. He said we have the creator of the manga. Does the creator work at Nintendo?
No, genius, he doesn't. And besides, he literally didn't say it was canon.
What will it take to convince these people? And I know they'll never be convinced. Sakamoto could say tomorrow that they're canon and they would not believe him. That's, okay. So, why, let's see, the creator doesn't work at Nintendo. Good point. It's almost as if Nintendo doesn't fucking make comics and manga. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk it? It's almost as if Nintendo were gonna contract another company to make the manga. Because they don't do that. And then they oversaw the manga, and what? They read the manga before they let it get published so that it didn't conflict with the Metroid universe, and they allowed it to add more lore to the series? What? There's no way. I can't believe this. This is honestly mind-boggling. There's no way that would happen. The creator doesn't work at Nintendo, so it's not canon. And then I say, yes, Nintendo's really known for making comics and manga, just to make fun of, like, his really stupid point here. And then he said, it's almost as if they don't care anymore about said manga. I was so dumbfounded by how stupid this point was that I literally couldn't respond to it. I just couldn't respond to it. I couldn't formulate a response to just... So the orator says, that's literally irrelevant, first of all, and then you have no proof, and then he said that's like saying Nintendo doesn't care about NES Metroid anymore, so I guess that's not canon. And he says, NES Metroid isn't canon.
Suicide.
NES Metroid isn't canon. Yes, I repeat, NES Metroid is not canon. 2D purists, even if you don't believe the manga is canon, you seriously cannot look at this comment and take it seriously. You cannot be seriously say, yes, this guy knows what he's talking about. Like, how do you go through the process of typing this comment, thinking it's a good idea to post it, leaving it up for 12 hours, and think you made a valid point? How? How does that happen? Please tell me. I really want to know. Yeah, guys, remember how they decanonized Metroid Prime because Metroid Prime Pinball released and that was retelling Metroid Prime 1's story? You could consider it like a, you know, a Metroid Prime remastered in that kind of way. Also, remember how Prime 2 and 3 were also decanonized because Metroid Prime Trilogy released? Like, how do you not understand the basic concept that remakes don't decanonize the game they remade? Zero Mission did not decanonize Metroid 1 because Zero Mission's story is the exact same as Metroid 1's, just with stuff added onto it. So if you're playing Metroid 1, you are just playing Zero Mission with less story, essentially. If Zero Mission did conflict with NES Droid, then yes, it probably would not be canon. Except, oh wait, look here, did Nintendo just forget what was canon in their own promotional material for the last 20 years? Huh. That's odd. It gets even worse. So he says how the creator confirmed it was canon by saying it had a place in the timeline and everything, and there's even more than that he said that confirmed it was canon. He said just because something has a place in a timeline doesn't mean it's canon. Yes. He said that. That's like saying, well, just because water is water doesn't mean there's hydrogen and oxygen in it. Like, that's the whole point. That's what being canon means. If something's in the timeline, then it's canon. That's how that works. Something can't be in the timeline and not be canon, and something can't be not in the timeline and be canon. That's not at all how that works. That's, oh my gosh, this is actually just a comment. This guy is such a clown. Like, this is a comedy fest at this point. I can't keep it together. Who in their right mind thinks this? Who in their right mind thinks typing this is a good idea? Like, Today I'm gonna just ignore the definition of a word and then pretend that the word doesn't mean that. Yeah, so as you guys can see, the Metroid community clearly only has the finest and brightest autistic 12-year-olds that the internet can truly offer. Please don't harass this guy or give him any attention. He doesn't deserve it, and truth be told, there are plenty of people like him. So the best thing we can do is really to just spread the truth and try and get rid of all the misinformation online about Metroid canon. Because no matter what, these people are always going to be arguing, not just 2D purists, but just people arguing for the sake of arguing. There are plenty of them. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day, and yeah, goodbye. And remember to like and share this video to continue spreading the truth about Metroid canon.